Okay, everyone, I'm about to tell on myself. I just made myself look like well, not total, but yeah, I made myself look kind of bad. So with all the experience I have under my belt driving tractor trailers, I got approximately, I would say 10 years. I started driving again back when the pandemic got started, and I drove back in the 80s. I'm telling my age now. But anyway, so now I came in from over here, and I whipped it around this way, real close, and I went up and I went back that way so I can back in sight side. Now you can do it either way. I could have came in on the side like I did, but kept straight up, coming around this way, whip it around close this way, go this way, hook it around 45, and then back in. But I did it the other way. I did it that way because I wanted to. It's no big deal, whatever. You can do it either way you want to do it, as long as it works for you. Okay, so what happened was when I came around this way, right? When I came around this way, mind you, my tandems are slid all the way back because they require you to have the tandems back. And some shippers, some receivers, they require you to slide the tandems back. So mind you, the tandems, they have a more inner tracking than the tractor. So let's just say the tractor turns here, the trailer will start turning here. Okay, so with that being said, when I made the turn here, the trailer was like sitting here pivoting. It wasn't even moving, it was just pivoting when I made it. It's kind of a tight turn right here. So I made the pivot, I turned, and the trailer was like over here, right? So the dock was over here. So now I'm pretty much jackknife. And not the jackknife that you think when you go down the highway and you jackknife crash and all that kind of stuff. When you're jackknifing, you're getting it really close, like get close to a 90-degree angle or more, which you really don't want to do unless you absolutely have to. In this case, I set myself up against the wood line over here, the tree line. So the tractor was over there, the trailer was like way back here, facing this direction, and the tractor was facing that direction. So anyway, I'm starting to back up, and I'm like, you know what, why did I do this? But I'm like, sometimes, listen, whenever I have the time, I will challenge myself. I do that. Sometimes I find whenever I have to drop at a receiver or a shipper or whatever, I'm just doing a drop and hook. That's when you drop one trailer and you hook another one. I will find the tightest spot and I will back into it. I just keep my skills up because, my skill set is pretty high. I would say that, not trying to brag anything, but it is what it is. So I would do that, and if it's like two spots, or sometimes I even try with one spot, I would do it blind side, just to, my blind side is very good as well. So anyway, I made the turn, and so now my front tires, my right tire, front steer tire is up on the wood line almost, and I'm looking back in the mirror, and my trailer's still over here. So I'm like, oh boy. So new drivers, when you get in a situation like that, listen, I don't care how much experience you have, you're going to have a bad day. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to have a bad day. For all you old school truckers out there, you know it just as well as I do. There are days where you can put it in the hole, not a problem. And there are days where it's just like, what did I just do? So with that being said, I did small movements. I came back and I pulled forward. Small movements. And I basically had to do that 4 times. Total 4 times. And I was in the hole. The guys, it was 6, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks sitting here, and the guys was looking at me. They were shaking their head like, yeah, he can really screw this up big time. This is about to be good. So they were watching me, and when I backed it in, they was like, yo, man, we didn't think you was gonna get it. I'm like, yeah, man, I got too much experience to be screwing this up. So yeah, it was kind of made me look bad a little bit, but one guy was trying to tell me, well, you set yourself up wrong. I know how to set myself up. I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to set myself up, but I wanted to try it, like I told you earlier, I wanted to hook it around the other way and just do it because, see, it's a very tight space from over there to here. So you probably have about maybe 110 feet from the nose of the tractor all the way to the wood line. So really, that's not a lot of space to do a turn like I did, but I got it in there, minimum pull-ups, and I got it in there. So this is just to let you know, if you get yourself in a situation, new drivers, don't panic, stop, think about what you're doing, If you have to ask someone, ask someone. There's no shame in the game. You rather ask someone than to screw your truck up or screw the company truck up and lose your job. You don't want to do that. So take your time, take a deep breath, think about what you're doing, and execute. You guys have a blessed day. Be safe.